years. I don't even know if Kyle, does she realize the line between real and not? Like, I think, does she realize she's dating Morgan when she's sitting on that stage? I think she just steps into the role of Kyle Richards.
Well, does she not know that her kids see?
They know. I mean, I think she's talked to, she's gone to dinner with, there's a picture circulating from if a million years ago. She was at dinner with PK, Dorit, Boy George, Mauricio, her kids, and Morgan from 2022 in London.
So
I think everyone knows in Kyle's life except the audience. I mean, they know, but she hasn't confirmed it, nor will she. I think it's her delusion that she just is like, there's two worlds here.
well,
And
I don't.
mind you, I do think, yes, the story always changes. So we've already seen Kyle versus Dory. Next, we've already seen Erica. I think it would have been, yeah, I think it would have been Sutton
Tell.
versus Garcelle. I do. And she's like, I see what's happening. I've worked here for 5 years. I ain't doing it.
I
I agree.
think I think she's a smart lady, and she doesn't want to jeopardize her family or having to justify and lie, because that's not something Garcelle does. She's authentically herself,
Yeah.
always. Yeah.
Now, I mean, like this surfaced, Debbie Mentonopoulos, who was on my podcast, she talked about it here first years ago. It was in the press. I don't think she's going to get it personally, but she's in the mix. She used to host The View and then she was on E. She's in the mix. There's some other, when Anna Ortiz was on here, she was in Ugly Betty. She said she's been contacted. I don't think Debbie's, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be someone different, someone age appropriate. I don't know if they're going to try for another actress. Any ideas of who should replace Garcelle?
I don't know. I still feel that they just need to recast all of
Redo.
them. All of them. All of them.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I really
think
do.
I think they need to bring the OGs back, like Adrian, the real glamorous, the
Yeah, but
pillars of the Beverly
she's
Hills
never gonna go back.
community,
Yeah.
not of Encino, of the Beverly Hills community of people that have
I want to see
powerful
people on this show that have real money
wealth.
and
That's
show
what I
the
said.
real money. But
Yeah.
the problem is people that have the real money
Don't want to get on.
don't want to get on a show like this and show and open themselves up. They don't. They just don't.
Right. Like who was it on the thing that was saying something and Andy was like, oh, Jennifer Tilly. And Andy said, just for the record, let me be very clear. All of this is in a safe deposit box. And she's like, it
Right.
is. Because, I
Right.
mean, Jennifer Tilly's like sitting there and she's like on her fucking wrist is the Bulgari snake. And then we see the Bulgari like fucking, I mean, he's like, she's going on and on. He's like, yeah, this is in the, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'd like to see people with real money on there as well. Adrian is not coming back. Who should be Garcelle's replacement? That's a good question. It doesn't have to be someone famous. Look, Bose has gone off and gotten a show. She
With
has, I
Jimmy
mean,
Fallon, I saw that. Yeah. Wow.
which look, this one, you look, a lot of people are very conflicted on Bose. They think she had a great first season, but other people are like, when her tagline says, I'm marketing the greatest product of all, that she knew what she was doing, and now she's gotten this show with Jimmy Fallon. It's going to be like a Project Runway. It's going to be on NBC, the main channel. Remember
Yeah.
Celebrity Apprentice, and we had
Like
another show.
marketing, right? Marketing. She's looking for
Yeah.
marketing and content creators or something. Is
It's
that what?
like going to be a competition, and someone's going to get eliminated every week and coming up with ideas, and the winner is going to didn't say they're going to work for Fallon or Bose or nothing like that, but you're going to get a cash prize. And,
Yeah.
it's like we also had like that Amy Poehler, Nick Offerman show a few years
House.
ago. It was like
Yeah.
making crafts and stuff. So NBC is like, look, they have The Bachelor over at ABC. NBC doesn't really have a lot going in the reality department, but this is a good gig for Bose. It's
Oh yeah.
like, if 3 seasons in, I mean, with Fallon, that's like, I mean, she could really look, she's not leaving Housewives, but she could really, I mean, so that's where it's like for someone that has this whole background, you certainly seem to have adjusted to the entertainment business and being in front of the camera in a
Quickly.
blink of an eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
She knows what
Quickly.
she's doing.
Yeah.
Well, Well,
Do you not want to say anything else? I mean,
I don't know.
doesn't sound like you like Bose too much.
I like Buzz.
I like her.
Yeah, I do like
I
Buzz.
like her.
But
Give it a minute.
give it a minute. Okay, well, that could be interpreted many ways. You really want everyone replaced. I know you really want Kyle replaced, Patrik. You don't like Kyle.
I like Kyle. I do like Kyle. I just don't like that there is a separate personality for screen than off screen. I think it's reality. You need to be authentically what you're doing off screen needs to be on screen. That's why you signed up for this. That's my only beef.
Well, Lisa Vanderpump spoke out. She said basically exactly everything you said, Paul, that like, Garcelle has had a life before Housewives. She will have a life after Housewives. She basically shaded and slammed Kyle because she's like, some people have no life other than Housewives. She was absolutely implying Kyle Richards.
I think Crystal can go back. And I think Crystal will totally respond in a different way than she did before.
Yeah.
Because I think now she will not care about what they're doing, but she would be more vocal about how amazing her life really is and how Housewives isn't really the beginning and the end of it all for her. And where a lot of people think, oh, well, nobody knew Crystal. Well, Crystal, hello, she's married to one of the biggest. I mean, she has a household. There's family.
But you don't
there's so
see
much
any of
more.
that.
And
You never saw any of that.
I don't think they gave her a fair shot at being able to portray her in the right capacity.
Also, let's listen. I actually agree with that. I think that when you look at the past of who could come back, yes, Adriana would be great. She's not going to do it. Vanderpump will never do it. There's not as many people as we think. Nobody wants Taylor Armstrong. Talk about thirsty. No offense. I got to be honest here. And talk about not a lot of money and talk about not even living here. So forget her. Kim Richards, I'm sorry. I'm just honest here on this podcast. She's not well. Okay. So we can't have her. When we go down the list, Rinna ain't coming back this early. Eileen is great, but no, it's not. Yolanda wants nothing to do with the damn franchise. I love Carlton so much. I just spoke to Carlton recently. She's not coming back. Joyce is not coming back. Crystal really is the person that I agree with you. I actually really agree with you. I think she is the right age. She has not aged out. She is married and has the money. It's hard to come into this group. Let's not forget, Crystal came in when Rinna was there, and Rinna's a big personality, a big mouth. Same thing with Erica. Like it's changed now. Like
But also if you got to know Crystal, which we have, when you get to know her, you know how authentic she is as well. I mean, I don't know. I keep using that word because I think genuinely that's just who we are. And I don't need to put on a show. I'm not interested in trying to make you believe things that aren't real. I don't need to pretend like I'm better than you or not better than you. I'm just being me.
Yeah.
And that in itself is a challenge every single day anyway, just to try to be me.
Yeah.
So I can't even see myself trying to be something other than what I don't even know how to be yet. And every day is a new journey. And I think Crystal has now found a different footing on what she could not do, because she was, I think at one point she was
Great guardian.